Have you ever noticed how small acts of kindness can change an entire community? Sometimes, the simplest gestures leave the biggest marks on the people around us. Today, we will tell you a story, The Shopkeeper's Jar, a touching story of kindness and the legacy a shopkeeper left behind. Once upon a time, in a quiet English town, stood a small corner shop. Wooden shelves lined with biscuits, tea tins, cakes, and sweets. Every customer was greeted from behind the counter by the ever-smiling Mr. Thompson. He wasn't rich, but he was known for his warm heart and fair spirit. And right there on the counter sat a glass jar, half filled with coins. There was no label, no sign, just a jar. When curious customers asked about it, Mr. Thompson would say, "It's my kindness jar." Each coin represents a good deed someone has done. At first, people just laughed or ignored it. But soon, little acts of kindness started filling the jar. Once it was full of coins, Mr. Thompson used them to help a neighbor carry groceries, buy a sandwich for a hungry kid, pay someone's school fees, or even get warm clothes for those in need. And yes, he always added a smile too. Over time, the jar became a symbol of goodness, a reminder that kindness still had a place in their busy little town. But not everyone liked Mr. Thompson's ways. Just across the street ran Mr. Green's general store, a man driven by profit, not people. He often muttered, "You can't run a business on smiles and good deeds." He used to envy Mr. Thompson, even if his shop was much bigger and doing even better business than Mr. Thompson's shop. One chilly morning, the townsfolk noticed Mr. Thompson's shop closed. Days passed. The shutters stayed down. The sign read "Closed until further notice." Weeks passed. Mr. Green smirked and whispered to his customers, "He's taken that jar money and run off. I told you he was too good to be true." And just like that, the rumor spread. The town that once admired Mr. Thompson now spoke of betrayal. One morning, there was a knock on Mr. Green's door. A young lady with a letter in her hand was at the door. Mr. Green did not know her. She said, "I am Emily Thompson. My father asked me to give you this letter." Tears filled his eyes as he opened and read the letter, feeling a mix of shame and sadness. It read, "Dear Mr. Green, I've had a lot of happiness in my life, but I have one concern. Who will take care of my jar? Please keep it full of kindness, will you?" Emily said, "Before he passed away, my dad told me to give you this letter and this jar. What should I do?" Mr. Green picked up the jar, still half full, and said, "Don't worry, Emily, the jar will always be full." The next morning, Emily stood in the town square. She handed out envelopes, one to every house, every customer who had ever walked into her father's shop. Each envelope carried a small coin and a letter written in her father's handwriting. It read, "Thank you for filling my jar with kindness. I may not be here to serve you tea or sweets anymore, but I hope you'll keep filling the world with good deeds." Emily explained softly, "My father wasn't well. He came to live with me in London. He passed away peacefully last week." The town fell silent, but the jar of kindness was right there on the counter. There was no label, no sign, just a jar. Mr. Green proudly standing behind the counter, greeting everyone with a smile. Those who once doubted Mr. Thompson now realized the truth. He hadn't taken from them. He had given them something far greater, a legacy. As Emily locked the shop for the last time, she placed a note on the door that read, "The kindness you shared with my father lives on." The jar now rests with Mr. Green, a reminder that even small acts leave lasting mark. Thank you for keeping the spirit of kindness alive. And that's how one man's quiet kindness turned a small English town into a community of compassion. It's easy to doubt good people in a world full of noise. But true kindness doesn't disappear. It travels from one heart to another. Remember, our small act of kindness might be the coin that fills someone's empty jar. If this story touched your heart, don't let it end here. Share it, remind someone that kindness always finds its way home. And remember, at the Brightside Stories, we bring you true motivational stories that warm the heart and brighten your day. Like, subscribe, and join our family of kind souls. Because together, we can keep filling the world's biggest jar of kindness.